All right, guys, been a long one today. I'm going to try dark decadence with you guys. Now, this is a black Cavendish, straight black Cavendish. And I will give you a little heads up on this stuff. If you get this, you want to let this dry. Okay. Now, I have had this for probably 3 months, and I have not taken it out of the bag that it came in, and it is still quite moist. Think molto dolce moist. So we're going to give it a shot and see what we think. Enjoying it tonight. Ooh, that was hot. Enjoying it in, I'm going to try to enjoy it. Medico Premier. So, initial puffs are a Virginia Forward Black Cavendish, some vanilla. Nicely done, vanilla. Baking spices. Reminds me of like a confectionery. Confectionery. Mm. Well, and I am expecting some relights. There is like a almost like a spice, like a. It's really pleasant. Um, The only thing I can think of is pumpkin pie. That's not right, but it's that nutmeg. That's what it is. This would be great around Thanksgiving. Yeah, like a cinnamon nutmeg. Vanilla. And some sweetness. Mm. Still get a little grass from that Virginia Cavendish. Not too shabby. All right, we'll take this down and be back with you. Don't go anywhere. Well, guys, down to the final third of Sutliff's Dark Decadence. I did get a room note from Mrs. Paladin. It wasn't her favorite. You guys got to take her room notes with a grain of salt, though, because she is a fan of old school Codger Burley notes. Generally speaking, Velvet is her number one. Close second is Laneberry Cherry. So take that for what it is. She's not a huge Cavendish lover, which is odd. I'll give you that. So taste profile's been interesting. So you still, every puff, you get a little bit of grass. You can tell this is Virginia Cavendish. And then that sweetness coming through, that vanilla, kind of almost a vanilla ice cream note. It's a very rich note. With that, you get that nutmeg, more in the room note than you do in the palate. And then you also occasionally, and it's probably only been 3 times in the whole bowl, a fruit note. Now, I am saying fruit because there was once I was like, oh, that's cherry. And then I was like, no, and cherry. And it was like, oh, that may be peach, which is really odd. But I was kind of like peach. So I'm not sure what fruit that is, but it's a fruit note. But it's there every so often. So nicotine, non-existent in this. None. 0. Don't worry about that. What do I think? All right. I don't love, with the exception of an occasional bowl of BCA straight. For those of you that are new, BCA is Black Cavendish Aromatic. It's Lane's quintessential Black Cavendish Codger blend. It's also Captain Black Dark. That's good to have every now and then as a change of pace. Do I have a daily? No. Is it good as a mixer? Yes. So this kind of is gonna be in that vein for me with BCA, except I like the flavors. They pop a little more in BCA for me. These are a little more muted to me. This is a very, I'll use the word decadent Black Cavendish, but it's just that Black Cavendish that just doesn't, to me, reach up to that level that BCA does. And so if I'm going to smoke BCA, if I'm going to smoke Black Cavendish, I'm going to smoke BCA. If I'm going to mix, I'm trying to think, this might go well with some codger blends. You know, I think this would go with Prince Albert, especially if you just wanted to sweeten up Prince Albert a little bit. But it wouldn't sweeten it up as much as BCA sweetens it up. So if you don't love sweeter blends, maybe you just want a little more depth or body to a burley, it would be good. I think in a straight Virginia blend, you might add this for a little depth of body, up the sweetness just a little bit. You know, natural Virginias are pretty sweet anyway. And you can do that without, you know, having a big nicotine cost. I don't know how this would work with Latakia. I don't think it would be strong enough to come through and have a presence like a traditional BCA would be in something like a crossover blend. Pardon me. Yeah, so it's kind of a solution looking for a problem, in my opinion. So for that reason, I'm going to give it a C. For you guys who are new, I'll go over my rating really quick. A, I will have pounds of it in my cellar. Absolutely. And usually by the time that I record it, there's pounds in my cellar. B is I will buy more of it, but I probably won't cellar it that deep. C is I'll smoke through the pouch or smoke through the sample or whatever I have. Probably won't buy more. Maybe also a C can be I may jar something up and wait and try it again. D is I'm probably not going to have it. Again, maybe if offered to me at a party or something, I might do it. And F is I just won't smoke. So it's a C for me. But guys, thanks for joining me on this one. This would be a great blend around company at Thanksgiving, though, I think, just from the room note, from my opinion. Okay, enough said. Guys, take care, and I'll see you very soon on another Paladin Piper video.